fog. In weather, it's a thick mist, and it significantly lessens our ability to see. And thus, we're unsure of what's ahead. In the spiral of accountability, the fog has the same effect. It disrupts our ability to see clearly, and we feel unsure and vulnerable of what's ahead. The fog occurs when we experience change, uncertainty, disruption, disagreement, confusion. Fog can last for just a few moments or for months on end. This uncertainty can spark a wide variety of emotions, and those emotions then promote the self-talk in our heads. And then our self-talk have the potential of intensifying those emotions. It's circular. If our initial reaction to the fog experience is fear and anxiety, and that fear and anxiety promote self-talk such as, well, this can't be happening to me, or I can't do anything about this, or there's no way this is going to work, we're beginning to spiral down. As these statements start to become more and more absolute, the fear and anxiety intensify, and they turn into destructive behavior, like avoidance. And not just avoiding the problem, avoiding somebody associated with the problem. Excuses, gossip, blame. Now, these are destructive behaviors. They are intentionally making the situation actively worse. And then we involve others and become that much more destructive because we recruit others to join in our misery. No one wants to be alone in their misery. We want to be justified in our misery. Now, an important evolution happens along the way. Whatever it was that initiated the fog transitions into a narrative. And then that narrative transitions into a saga. And all sagas require a villain to be lashed out at. That's what we generate our commiserators to do, is to have an army together that can lash out. Those emotions of fear and anxiety that had us feeling unsure and vulnerable now have us feeling self-righteous and full of contempt. And this very destructive energy around those emotions, that's alluring. That's why it's so easy to generate commiserators. It can even be addictive. So much so that you really don't want to solve the initial problem, because then you could lose your perceived power that's all wrapped up in that self-righteousness and that contempt. Now, at this point, it is really, really difficult to heal and mend relationships. So let's talk about the other side. Let's flip the spiral, talk about spiraling up. The fog can also spark curiosity, empathy, even excitement, right? And that can lead to self-talk such as, well, there has to be more to the story, which then lead to questions. Like, how else can I look at this situation? What are my facts and my assumptions? Who else can give me more information or another perspective that would be valuable to me? What is my very best response? And these questions invite productive behavior, like dialogue, conflict around ideas, teamwork, leadership. And as we learn more, the feelings of curiosity and empathy also intensify. We also start to involve others to explore the ideas and solutions with us. We seek collaboration in our problem solving because We know nothing gets solved alone, and nothing big happens alone. And the evolution here goes from an event or a situation that opens the door to opportunities, right? That builds strong connections and collaboration. And that leads to resiliency, right? Both in individuals and in teams. Now, admittedly, this is hard work. This is not hard work. This is hard work. It's not nearly as addictive in its intensity, but it's much more rewarding and inspiring because we are empowered to solve a problem, and that power is real. Now, the difference between whether a fog experience sends us spiraling up or spiraling down is all in our mindset, and questions are the key. So the next time that you experience a fog, ask yourself, what am I assuming true? Am I right about that? Because I can be wrong. Am I exaggerating or overreacting? Because I can do that too. And how else can I look at that situation? Or who else can give me a perspective I'm just not seeing? And those questions lead to more questions, and questions that you really need to involve others in answering. So here's an important thing. Seek the others that bring the light, not the darkness, that bring the light to help you see clearly. So then you have the courage to face what's ahead. Thank you.